All right, y'all. Good morning, y'all. Ryan Lawrence from Nashville Cats Fishing. So today we're out here on Old Hickory Lake. We're just gonna come fish for a few hours. I got a little bit of leftover bait from our guide trip yesterday. It is the 1st of October, so water temperature cooling off a little bit. Of course, it's gonna be hot today, so you know we're gonna stick out here until the pleasure boats take care of us or we run out of bait. But I'm just gonna work with 4 rods today, and I'm just gonna drag big old chunks of bait and see if we can't entice some big fish. So, you know, I think I'm just pretty much gonna drag straight down the middle of the channel and see what happens. You know, throw big baits out there, drag down the middle of the channel, see if any big boys are just out there roaming for food. You know, we've been catching a lot of fish on the lake. You know, been averaging 20-25 fish a trip. So you know, if any of y'all want to keep up with that, just check out Nashville Cats Fishing on Facebook, and you can keep track of our guide trips and how we're doing out here. But the fishing has been tremendous. But today I'm just gonna try to target for myself some big fish and just see what happens. So we're just gonna do our normal dragging rate. I'm gonna put a bigger float on there just because I am gonna be floating a bigger piece of bait. And we just got our homemade dragging rigs here. We got attached on there. It should just float down on water just like that, and hopefully entice a big fish. So let's get at it and see what happens. So to go along with our big old head piece, we're gonna put big old body pieces out there too. You know, my goal is to not get anything under 20 pounds a day, even if it's just a couple fish. There we go, guys. Fish on. Fish on. That's a good fish. He was hungry though. He took a big old piece, big old body section. Just gonna try to bogey grip him. Oh, he's barely hooked. We might not get him in the boat. My net ain't ready. Weird bottom. Shoot. He's gone. I bogo hooked my hook. Oh shit. Oh well. Oh well. I just need to get the net ready. I took time to get the net ready, but it was barely hooked, so I figured that was gonna happen. Well, let's get in our big old hunk out there. Can I go this time? All right, guys, we are hooked up. Feels pretty heavy. I ain't kicking very much. We'll see if we can, I got the net ready this time, so. Man, it's like dead weight. Bring it around this way just because the net's over here. Man, feels like I'm being an okay fish. Oh yeah, nice fish. Nice fish. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Just got angry right there. Nice fish. Woo! He just gave me a bath. Just gave me a complete bath. There we go. What are we after today? We after the big ones. There y'all go. Nice fish. Nice fish. Back down we go. Waves coming in. It's almost time for these pleasure boats to come out here and ruin my day. That's when it'll be time to go to the house. Well, that's a that was an aggressive fish right there for the piece of bait. That's a channel cat. Y'all, I had a monster piece of bait on there and I catch a dang channel cat. These things. Well, y'all, it wouldn't be Old Hickory Lake if I didn't get at least one channel cat. Big piece of bait too, and he hit that thing. Crazy how that works sometimes. So I've had a few guy trips where the guys didn't like that I was throwing the tails away. Like, that's a good piece of bait, so I never use the tail. So y'all tell me in the comments, whoever catches big old fish on pieces of tail. I'm curious because I've never had any luck on them and I always throw them overboard. So let me hear your stories. Now we're hooked up again. Now this feels like a pretty good fish. Feels like that second one, when I didn't lose, it feels like that. Just no, just bulldogging down there. Ain't no head shakes, no nothing, just weight. Pretty big head piece. I wonder if I was gonna get one on the head today. Everything's been on the body sections. Let's see what we got. He's a digging. There's definitely some weight down there. Maybe this is a 40-pound fish I'm after, and then we can go catch some bait. He's feeling good. He hasn't pulled no drag out, but my drags are set a little bit tighter than normal. Just for the fact that I've been guiding with these rods, so rods and reels, so I've been keeping the drag a little bit tighter for the customers, just so, because they really don't know how to fight fish. Sometimes, some do, some don't. Nice fish. He's angry. Doesn't want to come this way. Come on, buddy. Go back that way. It's a good fish. Oh yeah, he's in the 30s. He ain't 40, but he's in the. Oh, don't do that. I don't know. Maybe he's big. That's a fish right there. That was what we wanted to do right here. Come out here and catch a couple of these big boys. That's what we were after, y'all. Nice quality old hickory blue cat right there. All right, I'm gonna get him back. Yeah, we are hooked up again. We are hooked up. It's almost time to go too, so this is kind of the ending fish. I'm not sure how big he's gonna be, but we only got maybe, I was planning on leaving at 11:30, so we're about a quarter after. So we'll get him up and we're gonna be down to 3 rods. I'm not gonna rebait. He don't feel as big as that last one, that's for sure. See what we got. Trying to bring them up slow. You know, we're sitting in 55 foot of water here right now. I want to make sure he's decompressing, and I don't know if the camera caught that, but he did decompress, let a bunch of bubbles out. Basically, when you see a trail of bubbles coming up the surface, that's usually the fish decompressing. So that's what you want. Yeah, he did it some more. Maybe you saw them bubbles, I'm not sure. Maybe I can get him to do it one more time for us. And maybe not. Maybe not. Not a bad fish though. I mean, hey, if they're gonna be that aggressive and hit that hard for that size of fish, size of bait I'm using, man, I guess more power to them. Still good fish, teenage fish. Teenager. Can't all be 40 pounders. Yeah, there's that fish. Be curious if it's the last one today. We got about 10 minutes left before I'm heading out to get some bait. So yeah, maybe one more, maybe not. But let's get this one grown up a little bit more. All right, y'all, that's gonna wrap up our day today. Like I said, we only had a few hours, probably have maybe 3 hours, 3.5 hours. We caught some fish. You know, we had a lot of short bites, which you could tell were smaller fish trying to get that big piece of bait in its mouth, but that's okay. But wait, we had a pretty good success, We had a pretty successful day out here, and then a few hours, kind of with the condition, the tide pressure just come through, you know, and it's bluebird skies out here, so last morning we had a wind from the east, so hey, we caught some fish and I'm happy for that. So if you like what you've seen, think about possibly hitting that like button, maybe give that little subscribe button a hit. You know, we got a couple buttons here you can choose from, but you know, that's all I got, guys. So stay tuned. Next video is going to be a road trip. We're actually heading back to my hometown where I grew up, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, for a Cabela's King Cat. Kind of why I'm getting off the water early today. I need to go catch bait for next weekend, get some fresh frozen in the freezer. So hopefully we'll have some good results up there. But thanks for watching today, guys.